What's good, old son? Big Dog back in this bitch, blasting bangers for you boys. We're gonna be talking about talent in this one and why it's just a big crock of horse shit. Before you say, what about this, what about that, I'm dispelling all the outliers right now. There's certain things that you can be born with, but I'm not gonna say that's talent. That's just attributes that you are given. So we got things like music theory, probably not you. Being born 7 foot tall where you're good at basketball, probably not you. You have a skeletal structure that's 10 times better than anybody else, is good for football, probably not you. We got bodybuilding genetics, that's probably not you. Most people aren't gonna sit down on a piano for the first fucking time, start doodling around and say like, holy shit, I can play like Liberace. All these people gather around him and like, oh, it's like some movie shit. That's not what fucking happens. Nobody picks up a guitar and just fucking starts shredding licks like Jimi Hendrix. Nobody gets on a fucking football field for the first time in middle school and, oh shit, I can play like fucking Ray Lewis. Shit doesn't happen. They played, and they're like, I kind of like doing this, so they just stuck with it. 10,000 hour rule, people. How do you even find out what the fuck you're talented at? You're not gonna have some Martin Luther King, I had a fucking dream that I can play guitar like Jimi Hendrix. That shit don't happen. Most of the time, you'll go and you'll start trying different things. And it'll take you a long fucking time before you find out what you like. You can't do all these little hobbies all at once. You gotta spend time in each one. And most of the time, you gotta spend at least a month or two doing something to figure out if it's what you fucking like. Find your little knack, your little niche that you like doing. Now here comes the hard part. Sticking with it on this 10,000 hour rule. And this ain't just like a fucking little shitty saying. You have to spend at least this much time doing it. You think Jimi Hendrix was just fucking around one day and then just played the guitar for 30 minutes a day? No, Jimi Hendrix literally took his guitar into the military with him and was practicing every day in the service. And a lot of people, their first little hiccup in the thing, they just give up on it. It's mainly just trial and error. You might be saying, whoa, Don K, you've got me feeling so discouraged now. If talent's not real, that means I'm not a special snowflake. Exactly. I'd love to tell you that you're some fucking hero archetype character or some gay anime shit, but the truth is, you're not special. Nobody's special. Everyone is an accumulation of what they've gone through in life. Really, that's one of the main ways that you get to find your talent, is what you're surrounded by and what you've consumed in life to give you some sort of inspiration or little sparkle in your brain to pursue that path. Now, I'm going to give you the deep down, dirty secrets to actually how to get some talent in this world. Every skill you know and everything you've ever seen and been awed at in life is nothing more than muscle memory. We're nothing more than an animal, people. You know how you train a dog with treats and rewards? We're just like that. You could say we learn with treats per se, but our treat, it's not as simple as just giving us a rub on the head or a little biscuit. Our treat is called dopamine. And the dopamine that you get, it's released through many things. Through eating food. It's released through sex. It's released through validation. All these things accumulate for how much dopamine your brain produces. This little thing called muscle memory is how you're going to gain any skill. I want you to find your little skill or whatever little idea you have in your head, and I want you to put in an hour a day. That's not asking much. You probably play video games 8 hours a day anyways. Before I play this video game and waste my life, I set a timer and I'm going to practice whatever it is that you want. That being an instrument, fucking singing, maybe you want to be a marathon runner, maybe you want to be maybe you want to be a sports star, maybe you want to fucking be a chef. Who the fuck knows? But you're going to learn through muscle memory. I'll give you a quick example. Anyone can draw. Drawing, people, whenever you're in school, you see these people, and you're like, oh, wow, you can draw human faces so realistically. You could do the same fucking thing in about a year's time. It's all muscle memory with your hand and how your hand, your wrists, and all the joints work together. And drawing, you could learn how to draw pretty good drawing a little doodle for 5 minutes every fucking day. You could get decent at drawing. It's how these people learn. Everyone that you've seen as like a childhood prodigy of something, this is how they mainly started. We use drawing and we use playing the piano. Every time that person got sad, what did they do? Did they go play a fucking video game for 8 hours? No. They probably went and drew a fucking picture and started like, oh, this is just drawing what was on their mind in their notebook to express that anger, or they started playing a fucking piano and just started playing this angry music, or whatever the fuck. This is just a hypothetical. But they use that time on that. And you could do the same fucking thing. We're all animals. We all come out of a fucking ball sack. Unless you're talking about your height or your bone structure or the length of your fucking dick. That shit's all random. The talent and the things you do, what you learn through muscle memory and repetition. We learn through repetition and we're rewarded by the dopamine through the achievements that we gain through doing this repetition and getting better and better. Have a good day and go find your little talent.